All right, guys, so I'm either picking this up from last video or this is just going to be a whole new video. Me and Jude on the way to pick up a little surprise car for you guys. You'll see in a little bit here. Got some maintenance items back there we're going to do to it when we get home. But we left at about 7 this morning. It's like 9. So we're about almost halfway there. And yeah, I'm taking over driving portion. So when we get there, take a little clip of the car for you guys, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit on the drive home. But my plans with it, what I'm going to do with it, can't really spoil too much now because you guys don't know what it is. But see you guys when I'm in the car. All right, guys, so checking in real quick. Got the car, obviously. On the way home, we had to make a quick detour, about an hour out of the way, to pick up some calipers for Jude's car. And yeah, we're on the way home. I don't have that much battery, and I don't have a charger for my phone, so got to make this a little quick. But car doesn't have AC either. It needs a belt, and it ain't on there. So yeah, I'm kind of dying, and I had to put the windows up so you guys could hear me. But it's a 5-speed. Everything's mechanically sound from what I know. We were on the highway for the first like half hour on the way to get Jude's calipers, and saw something fly off the car, and I thought it was one of the turn signal housings. Nah, the whole side skirt gone. I didn't even see the skirt go away. I just saw a little white piece and thought it was the turn signal housing, but it wasn't. It was the whole left side skirt. So that kind of sucks, but it's all right. For what I paid for this car, I can't really complain about it. But we have another like 4 hours till we get home. When I get home, I will give you guys like an actual rundown of the car and everything of that nature. And yeah, but I will see you guys at home. I gotta get out of here. All right, guys, made it home with the car. Didn't film much last night. Driving 5 hours in the heat with no AC kind of took a toll on me, and I just wanted to get all the shit that I got for it done. So did an oil change on it. It needed a secondary air pump, vacuum line put on, and it needed a speed sensor. So I did that shit, and I just ran to AutoZone with Jude, and I got, needs a tie rod end, so I grabbed one of those, and I also grabbed a caliper because the front's locked up a little bit. Kind of tell from the wheel, but it's a 2000 323i. It's a 5-speed, full interior that's not going to be so full sometime soon. Pop the hood for you guys. This car is completely stock. But bone stock, M54 B25. My plan with this car is to learn how to slide in it. So it has a 346 diff in it. When I have poly diff bushings coming, poly trans bushings coming, needs a shifter bushing too. But whenever those come in, Jude's gonna help me yank out the diff, and he's gonna weld it for me. So it is a short throw already. So it's like, it feels solid, but every gear kind of has that play in it. The car has like 230,000 miles on it. Starts right up. Says it only has 216 because the speed sensor on the left rear is the one that controls the speedo, and it doesn't have that, so it can't actually log mileage. So it's stuck at 216. But made it all the way home. The only thing I felt was that tie rod that I'm gonna do now, and that caliper, which I didn't really feel until I got home. But the car has it's all LEDs. They all need resistors because they tend to flash whenever the lights are off. I'm sure you 4600s will get that. Side airbags went off once too because I guess they bottomed out in the car whenever it was on 16s, and didn't work out the best for them. Windshield is pretty cracked, but I have one coming to my shop tomorrow, and they'll put it in for me for like $250, I think they said. Other than that, it's a solid running car for what I paid for it. If you guys can guess what I paid for it, I'll give you little heart in the comments. But yeah, knock all this maintenance out and take you guys for a little drive, maybe today or tomorrow if we get a chance. But let's get to it. All right, guys, I am really lacking on recording this shit. I am so sorry, but I'm actually at work and we had a very slow day today. So I'm just chilling, waiting on people to pick their cars up. But I'll show you guys what I did today. So I really need a cabin air filter housing because it leaks right through there when it rains, and it was just raining out, so I pulled it in here. I actually did the tensioner and one of the pulleys because the belt was walking on one of the pulleys, so I did that. That doesn't make any noise anymore, and I also did that belt right there, which runs my AC. So this thing finally has fucking AC in it. I'm probably more happy about that than the actual car itself, I can't even lie. But I also told you guys yesterday that I was going to take you for a drive in the car, so that's still going to happen today. I'll do that on my way home and just go over it. But while I'm standing here, I also noticed this yesterday. Me and Jude actually noticed. So look at the wheels. I believe these are style 135s, I think. Don't quote me, because I know I'm probably wrong. So like all three are style 135s, whatever you want to call them. And then these are style 122s. Just one. And I didn't notice the whole time until I got the car home. It has a different offset and it stretches the tire a little bit. Both these wheels are originally off of 5 Series, but I'm actually looking for 3 more of these. So if any of you guys are around the Pittsburgh area and you guys have a set of style 122s, let me know. Max speeding rod, coilovers. I didn't put them on, don't flame me for it. Got them like that, brand new. Still needs that speed sensor on the left rear, and I actually looked at it yesterday and it's completely rusted in there, so I have to drill that out. But yeah, I've done the oil change, the filter, the tensioner, the accessory drive belt. It needs an air filter too, just a little small thing. I did the vacuum line that comes off of the secondary air pump. I did this yesterday because if you guys can tell, like I showed you, this caliper was hanging up, so I put a new caliper on there. I'm gonna have to bleed the brakes again because I only bled this one, hoping that that's all I was gonna have to do, but I'm gonna have to bleed all of them, starting from the back and then ending off on this one. But I really just don't want to do that today, and it's also just me at the shop today, so don't have another person to work that pedal for me. I'll catch up with you guys once oh, look at that. I forgot the pulley. The idler pulley has a cap on it. Totally forgot to put that back on. I'm surprised that didn't crush whenever I put the hood back on. But I will catch up with you guys when I get off work. Take it for a drive. All right, guys, I totally forgot to do it again. Totally forgot to record. I'm like almost home. But quiet car, like while you're driving it. It really does need those diff bushings because when you shift, you can really feel it. But I mean, other than that, like, solid car for what I paid for it. Yeah, I did the tensioner in that pulley. Definitely took away most of the noise, but I still hear a little bit of a whine, so I'm gonna say there is a vacuum leak somewhere, but I have to figure that out one day. I still don't have a check engine light on. When I cleared the codes originally, the only thing that was in there was a cat after cat, or O2 after cat, and that hasn't came back. The Vanos inlet, but the guy just said he just did the Vanos, so he may have just not cleared it. The speed sensor was in there, but I mean, over the last 2 days of me constantly driving this car, it hasn't came back on yet, and it's gone through every readiness monitor -1, so it's kind of important whenever you own a car in Pennsylvania. It kind of sucks, but yeah, I mean, the thing, I had a 2004 325 CI, so same engine, but it was an automatic, and that car was just so much, like, it had no torque, the power loss was insane, and this thing actually feels like it has the power that it comes with for having 230,000 miles on it at least. It has a lot of top end torque. Even in third, once it gets moving. You still can't tell how fast I'm going without the speedo, but pretty easy to just follow the common flow of traffic nowadays. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I thought for sure, because most of these seals in the car are pretty dry rotted, but I mean, it poured rain here in Pittsburgh today, and there's no rain inside no water inside the car, so that's good. But I do need to find a cabin air filter housing for this thing, because that's the one thing it still needs. But other than that, oh, and the wipers, so I guess the motor needs recalibrated, or it needs a new one. Like, it works, but it doesn't know when to actually stop. So like when it does stop, it's like still halfway up the windshield, and you have to like get out and move it back down manually. But other than that, pretty solid car. Actually, I have to hit him now too. Yep, just stops halfway. That kind of fucking sucks. So that's probably the next thing I'm gonna do to it. But yeah, we're almost home. I really need to put this video out because I've been really lacking on YouTube. Yeah, I'm happy with the purchase I made. These 2.5s still put in a little bit of work, and for what the car is going to be used for, I think a 2.5 is going to be more than enough. That's for sure, especially with these slick roads out here in PA. But it's my little TED Talk. It's the new car to the channel. I really need to get better at filming shit, but I'm the kind of guy that, like, once I start doing something, I just want to get it done. Like, I don't even think about filming. I just think about, all right, let's get this done. Let's get it over with so we can move on to the next thing. And that's my one thing I need to stop doing now that I am a content creator, I guess. But yeah, we're home, guys. I'm going to get this video uploaded because I told everybody I was going to have something up by either Sunday or Monday, and it's Monday. So let's get this video uploaded. I'll see you guys in the next one. I guess I'll note this before I exit out of it. The Civic's going to be, it's actually at the shop. Right now it's at my shop, and that's where it's going to sit for a while until I get interest in doing stuff to it, like part-wise. I still need to correct the front fitment on it and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm just going to be put to the side for a little bit, and we're going to be working on this. Next to come, probably next weekend, there will be a video out, probably around next Monday too, but I'm going to be doing the diff bushings, the trans bushings, and welding the diff, so be look forward to seeing that. I mean, I've slid Jude's car a couple times, but like, I'm basically a rookie when it comes to sliding, so we'll learn together here, guys. But with all that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully next weekend. Peace out, guys.